Hello everyone and welcome to a new Pauper video.
Yes, we asked you the last time to comment for Mango coming back and over 100 people commented. So, well, we had to get you back. And this time we're gonna do the same. So if you want to see Mango back, please show us some love, write some head hearts in the comment, and then we're gonna bring him back as much as you did. But now let's play some Pauper.
Hello everyone, I'm back in Berlin to shoot some car market videos playing Pauper. Last time I checked the comments, I was overwhelmed by the good comments about this, so I said, Carl, I must come and we must play Pauper. I'm bringing a deck based around the card Sandscape Familiar. This is a 2-mana 0/3 wall that discounts my cards. There's a lot of things you can do once you discount your cards. Most notably, you can play Mo Drifter for only 2 mana for its evoke spell, and then you can blink it with either Ephemerate or Ghostly Flicker. And then you even have a combo. You can have 2 Sandscape Familiar, 1 Godfather's Gift, and Ghostly Flicker. You blink the Archaeomancer and the Island, and then boom, 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 you gain infinite life. And then if you have Sage Road Denies and you mill your opponent deck. While this might look like a lot of pieces, this deck draws a ton of cards and has control elements, so it's a cool deck. It's complicated, but it's a cool deck. Plus, March of the Machine has just been released and there's this very new card called Meeting of Minds that I think is gonna be great in Pauper. Blue-White Cogate, and this deck will very easily pay 0 mana to draw 2 cards, so I'm excited to try it out.
Welcome back, and yes, if people keep building decks with Tron lands in Pauper, I'm gonna keep playing them because they're awesome, and this deck actually won one of the biggest tournaments in Italy, the Paupergeddon, just a few months ago, and it uses Tron lands just for making a lot of mana, but then we get to the combo aspect. That's really awesome because it's kind of a KCI/Tron mashup, so you have Ashnod's Altar and Mirror Retriever, meaning if you have 2 Retrievers in the altar, you can sack the Retriever to get the other Retriever from the graveyard, and then you loop them. But unfortunately, that is only playing more creatures. But when we have Golem Foundry, then we can use the casting of the Mirror Retriever over and over and over again. It gets infinite counters, that makes infinite golems, that makes infinite mana, and then, well, you just say go and overwhelm your opponent with a lot of those golems. And the rest is kind of just cycling through your cards. We have Chromatic Star and Chromatic Sphere and Deadly Dispute and Echo Wellspring and the energy thing, and it's, you know, it's just basically drawing cards to your Tron lands and then to the combo, and that's it. All right, high roll.
Let's do it. 9.
I feel like this time rolling higher, starting is very impressive. Oh, 8 is so tough.
No, it's not that much. Pauper is a slow format.
Yeah, but we kind of play like interactive decks.
I don't know about that. There's only 1 land here. I can go Island Preordained to look for a second one, but I'd rather not. Let's just go to 6. This deck makes a lot of card advantage. We'll recoup the mulligan. I will ask for a mulligan.
Now, mulliganing with Tron in a mono-green modern deck was quite easy because it really had some easy form of rules you can follow because the games were so quick, right? But since we do play Pauper, it's kind of different because you cannot just mulligan to the Tron lands because your payoff isn't as good. You need 3 combo cards, so you also have to find them while getting your lands. So if we look at this hand, we do have 1 Tron land, but we also have a lot of kind of cards in between. We have the Deadly Dispute and the Echo Wellspring. So I assume this one is gonna be a keep, even though we kind of have nothing, like not everything at once, but we do have quite the selection of cards, so I think over the long run, we shouldn't die too quickly, so that's a keep. I will keep.
Okay, this hand is very good. Despite only looks like there's 2 lands, the Azorius Chancery is an extra land, so this hand is great. Let's just put back one of the 2 Ephemerates and submit. This one works much better. I am ready to start.
Let's go.
Best of luck. Island Ponder. It's not a Ponder, actually. It's
Close
a Preordained.
I mean, I heard in Italian card names aren't the same.
Oh! All right, you can go.
All right, draw. I will play, to the surprise of absolutely nobody, yours is mine.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
And no 1 drop, okay. I'll play a
Somehow, when we play, it's always some form of blue, something against my turn. I like it.
Yeah.
That's just how nature works. We totally choose the decks randomly with no intention.
No, we didn't. We did not. Again, one life. I'm pretty sure this is very important. Go ahead.
I'll draw. Alright, we'll play a Haunted Fengraf, which is the honorary 4th Tron land. You know already know what this is, right?
Yes, yes, yes.
And then we're gonna play a Energy Refractor.
Nice. That's a very good addition to Pauper.
Yeah. And I'll draw one.
Yes.
Go ahead.
All right, I'll play the card that gives name to my deck, Sunscape Familiar. And then I'll play in Azorius Chancery, return an island.
That's much value.
And it's your turn. So Familiar, for those who don't know, it's a 0/3 that discounts my blue spells.
And
My
the black
green spell.
the green ones, which you naturally don't play.
No, 0.
Unfortunately, we don't have a land, and I really would like to play the Echo Wellspring, but we have to make sure to find land, and of course Tron for that matter, so we have to go for Ancient Spirits. I will have to filter a green mana.
Sure.
And cast Ancient Spirits.
Go ahead.
And I really hope in the future of any of this, I'll play a power plant.
All right.
Sadly shuffle cards to the bottom as they are not. Go ahead.
That's it. All right. Let's do some fun stuff, shall we? Okay. All right. For 2 mana, I will evoke Muldrifter and draw 2 cards first, and then it dies. Okay. So first, I draw 2 cards, but guess.
And then it.
No. Guess what? It's not dying because I have Ephemerate. This is a very powerful combination, which will make that I draw 2 more cards. This one goes in exile, and this one sticks around, so it doesn't actually die.
Yeah.
Do you like this combo?
I mean, so far I'm not impressed.
Okay.
It's just some cards.
I'll play an island.
Do you play counter spells? Just asking for a friend.
And then I will play a Modern Age.
Oh yeah. For
just 1 mana, I'll draw a card and discard a card.
Last time I said this card is really bad, then I got beaten by Modern Age. I still don't like the card.
Normally, this card would be very good in my deck, but I don't think this matchup is for it, so I'll just discard a God's Pharaoh's Faithful.
All right.
And pass to you.
So this is the time where we need the tower. All right, I think we're gonna have to do the same one again.
Sure. Tron.
Oh, that's so disappointing. We do have another power plant, but also a map, and I think we have to kind of value now what's the land drop versus the map that gives us a different piece. And unfortunately, I think the land drop is more worth it, even though that doesn't get me any closer to Tron. And I'll choose another power plant.
Nice.
Should have chosen the tower on the last one.
Oh, there was both last time?
Yeah, there was both.
That's what we call mistake in the professional circuit.
Typical Tron mistake. And then we play the second power plant and an Echo Wellspring, which draws a card.
Actually, do you want to tell the viewers why you shouldn't have taken the tower before?
If I would have taken the tower, then the power plant was in the next 4.
Yes.
And I would have gotten Tron.
No. This is an issue. Like let's teach something. Let's teach something.
Okay, yes, you want to do the tower last because it adds 3 mana.
Exactly. So you tap all your mana to get to the tower. Then when you play that as your last land, you have 3 mana instead of 2.
I could have made 5 mana instead of 4, which obviously makes a 1 mana difference. But now I sadly have only 2, which is the best. So.
You drew a card?
I drew a card.
That's so little. Look how many I'm gonna draw now. All right, let's begin with 2 in my upkeep.
Yes.
That's just a taste of what's gonna happen next. And then I'll go to my draw step, my main phase, and I'll discard a card.
Cards in hand?
You don't want to know. All right. Magic is fun when you draw cards. I will start with another familiar to make my spell now cost 2 colorless. To make my blue spell cost 2 colorless. So I will begin with a 1 mana Seagate Oracle. Look at the top 2 cards, 1 in it, 1 at the bottom. And then, what should I do? I think I'll do this. I will tap a blue and a white card to play Meeting of Minds. This is a new card. Convoke, draw 2 cards.
It's free. 0 mana divination?
Not bad.
Yeah, I want that. That sounds nice.
What a card! 0 mana, draw 2, like... That's great.
That used to be a Pauper card once, right?
What's that?
1 blue mana, tap 4 creatures, draw 3 cards.
Never heard.
It's very old. It's like Rise of Eldrazi.
Not that old. I have nothing to do here. I'll just play another Seagate Oracle. And I'll pass to you.
So you have nothing to do, you say?
Oh, I think I go to discard actually. Yeah. Oh, no, let me go.
I'm pretty sure that a tower would be a good side. So let's play Grotto. It's Grinds. Nope. And then I would like to play a Mirror Retriever.
Okay.
Does that happen?
Yeah, Retriever results.
Good, you go.
I got nothing to do on the turn.
I know.
Untap. No Ephemerate. So just draw a card.
Okay.
Get my powerful Modern Age.
You saved up for it. The 2/3 flyer.
Bang. Well, I'll begin by attacking with the creatures that can attack.
Yeah.
So that's 4 damage.
Accepted.
Down to 16.
If you blink the Modern Age, you just get it as a front side. So sick. Then you can loot again.
Instead, I will play 1 mana Seagate Oracle again.
Okay. So this is basically a much better ponder.
Okay, and then I will play another island. I'll tap 2 of them. And I'll play an Archaeomancer. Returning Ephemerate.
Oh yeah.
All right, I'll pass to you.
At the end of your turn,
Yes.
I will channel 1 black and cast a Deadly Dispute,
Okay.
sacrificing the Wellspring and drawing a card for this.
Okay, draw a card for Wellspring. And then I would like to pay 1 mana and prohibit your Deadly Dispute.
It is prohibited.
Go.
Draw. I still didn't find any tower. Alright, let's try being lucky. I'll tap 3
Yes.
and play another Deadly Dispute, sacrificing the Refractor.
Okay, I will play Ephemerate on Archaeomancer.
Yeah.
Float a blue.
Yes.
And I will return Prohibit.
Yes.
And I'll play Prohibit.
Yes. That works. And then we play another Wellspring
Okay.
and draw. Okay. Another mine. Can't harm.
Double pair.
Go ahead.
Okay, untap. This is the famous loop Ephemerate Archaeomancer, which will let me just return the Ephemerate
Yes.
in upkeep. So how do I start? It's gonna be a simple preordain to start. Both on the bottom and draw. That's okay. 1 blue, floating a white. I'll evoke Bone Drifter. I'll draw 2 cards. And then I will Ephemerate before it dies with the white mana floating. So I'll draw 2 more cards. Okay, I'll play Island. I'll play in another Archaeomancer. I will return. All right, so I drew the Sage's Rhodanizen. So I only need Ghostly Flicker, and then I have an infinite mill loop with 2 Sunscape Familiar, Archaeomancer, Sage Rhodanizen, and a basic island. But in the meanwhile, let's just beat down with what I have. And then I will simply attack you with all the people that can attack.
That's 7.
That's 7 damage.
I'll go to 9.
And then I should go to discard, then this is the graveyard. Go!
I mean, I could technically try, which I don't think is enough. But maybe you let it go.
So you go for Ashnod Altar. Yeah, we said that because of the 2 Sunscape Familiar, I can just pay 2 and prohibit your Ashnod Altar.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm gonna do.
That's enough. I don't have another one.
All right, good game, good game. I was the Ghostly Flicker away to combo, but
Yeah.
I guess it didn't matter.
Sideboarding here should be very easy because we bring in Duress because we want to take Andrea's mean and hateful counter spells And then we also gonna bring the Nihil Spellbomb because exiling cards that he could get back with Achillomancer is very important, especially if those could be counter spells. Now, where I'm not sure is the makeshift munition, because I kind of could destroy his creatures that he blinks, but that only sets up the thing when I'm like in the point of having the creatures and the artifacts anyways. So I'm kind of a low on that one, even though it might be a void, but I still am gonna be fine with it.
Okay, sideboarding. Dust to Dust is very good in this matchup. You can exile Golden Foundry, you can exile Altar Ashnod, so that's good. Of course, negate as well, and also revoke existence. The bad cards, in my opinion, are Snap, because there's nothing to bounce from the opponent. Sure, you can bounce your things to make some mana, but that's not as exciting. And then I'm gonna take out the God's Pharaoh's Faithful, because I don't think the life matters in this matchup, so let's just do this change for now.
Number 2.
Let's go!
I'll start. Hopefully this one...
You find Tron. You don't play a land at a time.
My hand for game 2 is basically the same as game 1. We have an in-betweener of 1 Urza land and a lot of card selection and an altar and a mirror for the combo. So again, I don't think you can mulligan those. There's no real pressure for me to do anything very quickly. So I do want to have the stability of having some lands, but I also have some combo pieces. So I think in the long run, we're gonna be fine. I think I will try.
Another 7-card hand that is not good enough. 5 lands, 2 spells. This deck needs to get action going, needs to find Sunscape Familiar. Unfortunately for me, this deck cannot function with just lands and spells. Like, you need to draw the enablers.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to 6 here. All right, let's keep this one. This one is very good. I have Sunscape Familiar, I have Azura's Chancery. Perfect hand. And this is a keep.
It's a keep!
You can go.
I will start with a Polluted Mine.
Nice.
Well,
I will start with my favorite Ponder, which is actually a Preordain.
Yeah. Should have been in the shuffling video, the way you make like the ripping sound. Cluck, cluck.
Yeah, I like to do that.
It's very strong.
With Katana's laser works very well. Go.
Alright, draw. It's so good, I tell you. If you haven't watched it, if you have some time, watch the full video.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cycle one of the Chromatic Spheres, because I play one, and then use it, and then play a Chromatic Star. Go.
I will undo my mulligan with a Azura's Chancery.
Yeah.
Because I'm on the draw, I don't have to discard.
Impressively great.
Go.
Draw. Well, I'm gonna do my own form of divination.
Okay, that's wrong.
Draw one from the star, because it's sacrificed. Sick. And then we're gonna draw 2 and get a treasure.
In the market, we call this Ancestor Recall.
With the treasure,
because you get the mana back immediately.
And then I'm gonna use the treasure.
Wow.
To cast another Chromatic Sphere and pass the turn.
Wow, no lands?
Wow.
That's very unlucky. Okay, let's do this. I have my namesake card, Sunscape Familiar, an island, and I pass to you.
We'll draw. All of this isn't great, so we'll make a green. Yeah, why not, right?
All right.
Since we're there. Yeah, and you know what? We'll take an altar.
Okay, so you have another. You drew a land this turn.
Yeah, I did draw a land.
What did you draw?
I drew a grotto. Scry.
Okay, that was easy.
No.
Oh, it's not easy.
It's never easy. And I will cast a Wellspring.
Okay.
Which draws another one. And then I have to discard.
All right.
Foundry.
I go.
Please, sir.
I have not the best lands at my disposal.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, right? I think I have to do this. So I'll play another Sunscape Familiar. And then I'll pay 1 and a white. And I'll draw 2 cards with Meeting of Minds.
Yeah.
And then I'll play an Azura's Chancery and pass. I could have gone Mold Drifter and Evoke to draw 4 cards plus 2 more, so that sounds like super exciting, right? But I think sticking a second Sunscape Familiar, it is better in this matchup, as Thoralf most likely will not be able to interact with them, and that will make me be much better later in turns.
Come on, Tron lands. All right. We're gonna do the ancestral thing again.
Okay.
One.
And fourth. And two more.
One.
And the treasure.
And the treasure. So I found this second Ursus mine, which is still only one piece. But the question is now, do I play the map or do I play the refractor? Because if I play the map, I kind of want to make sure it resolves now, but I don't really want to use it because I want to wait until I find the second Tron land to find the third one. If I get one now, my chance of getting the third Tron land is much lower. So I think even though it's mana inefficient, I will play the map and then wait for it. It looks weird, but I think that's the right play to get to Tron the quickest possible. So we're gonna play the fourth mine.
Okay.
No shame. And we're playing expedition map.
Okay.
Which then leads me to have 8 cards. We're gonna get rid of the Kingsmith.
Will this be a video where Tron never gets to Tron
Maybe.
any of the games?
I heard legends that it sometimes happens. It never happened to me, so I can't confirm it, but...
Yeah. I have 1 million choice here. I'm gonna go with Dawnbringer Cleric here and just not do too much, because Dawnbringer Cleric actually manages to stop my opponent combo with Ephemerate, as they can go Mirror Retriever to sacrifice it to get back the second Mirror Retriever, or any card, and I can Ephemerate it to exile the card I target. So I think that I like to take this shot to resolve a Dawnbringer Cleric. It doesn't do too much now, but it will be good later turns when I have Ephemerate. Okay, let's start doing some fun things over here. 1 blue. 1 drifter.
Yes.
1 draw 2. 1 white. Ephemerate. I'll play an island. And then I will play a Dawnbringer Cleric and exile the Golden Foundry.
It's gone.
And then I have 8 cards, so I'll go to discard. And I'll pass to you.
Excellent.
No crack expedition map.
First find what we're looking for.
Right.
We're gonna cast a energy refractor.
To begin. Okay.
That works?
Yeah, you draw a card.
Come on. Hey!
Okay.
And then it's your turn.
Okay. At the end of your turn, I will cycle an Ash Barrens.
Yes.
And I grab a Plains. Untap. 1 drifter, Ephemerate and 1 drifter. Draw 2. Draw step.
So many cards.
I'll attack for 1.
You do that. 19.
19. Pay 3. And I will play Dust to Dust on your Energy Refractor and Treasure Token. So we'll exile 2 artifacts from the battlefield.
We'll use this for black.
Okay.
And attempt to cast the dead dispute sacrifice with the refractor.
Okay, I will negate your Deadly Dispute.
It's negated.
And this fizzles.
Yep.
No targets available. Pass the turn.
We're gonna get the combo!
The combo? You mean the third Tron land?
Yes.
Okay. Not the case. A little bit afraid. Nothing bad can happen with my blue mana up.
Draw.
Let me guess, you play a power land.
I do.
Okay.
This is... Now I have to assess mana. What do we do with 11?
Ulamog.
Oh, so good. Let's start with
3 mana.
an Ashnod's
Resolves.
So now that we get negate out of the problem, Retriever.
Okay, so when it dies, you return an artifact. Yes. And then?
I would like to sack Retriever for mana to get the Kinsmith.
You have 2 colorless mana in your pool. You would like to get the Kingsmith back. Wish I exiled it first instead of the Golden Foundry. Actually even thought about it. Yeah, I think I have to do this. I will ephemerate the Domberger Cleric and exile the Kingsmith.
It is exiled.
Okay, so you have 2 colorless, and I have 1 blue floating.
I will cast
Second Mirror Retriever.
Yeah.
Okay, results.
Then I would like to pass through
Phase.
combat.
Yeah, I will simply cycle the Ash Barons. So I'm fully tapped out.
I think some of the games I can win just slamming Foundry and then casting the artifact spells, because then I can put pressure with the golems. And I think if I would have had 3 lands on turn 3, I would just slam the Foundry, because then I can start like a different game plan where Andrea gets punished for the counter spells he has. But unfortunately, it was not in my arsenal, so we're gonna have to play the combo route.
So cycle Ash Barons, and yeah, you can go through second main.
Right.
3 mana.
Now I don't need to be in second main, but it
Right, sure.
we'll get the Count Foundry.
All right, so you have a combo going. Let's explain it.
We sacrifice the Retriever.
So you have 2 mana.
Yeah, 2 mana, we get the Retriever.
Yes.
We play the Retriever, that triggers the Foundry because I cast an artifact spell. And then we'll do that over and over because it always replaces. So that means this basically is infinite counters.
Yes, so this is infinite counters, and you have infinite counters on this. I'm sure Carl will love to edit this.
Okay, so now the question is, I could technically break the combo by drawing another card.
Yeah, you have infinite mana as well now, because every golem can give you 2 mana.
Yes. And it's your turn.
So I'll try to, I don't know, untap, see what I can do. Let's start with Ephemerate on Demo Drifter. Inactive.
Can't be that bad.
Draw 2.
You could also gain 2 life.
No. Draw for turn.
Okay.
Yeah. I could gain infinite life, but I sideboarded out the 0/4s.
Isn't that pretty strong? Because
Well,
you
no, you
always
have-
make more infinite life than I can. So I have to pass my turn with a set amount of counters. And then on your turn, you can always overgo those counters.
Right.
So this is the one time, because I have to set my infinite damage,
Yeah.
sorcery speed,
Yeah. Yeah. For
you
sure.
can outplay with
Of course.
That's
yeah.
fun. I like it.
So maybe for game 3, I will bring back the Gods Faithful. I have to draw exactly the 2 cards I'm missing here. So let's start. 1 white colorless. Sorry, one white floating. I'll play Archaeomancer.
Yeah.
I'll return the Meetings of the Mind, which I'll play tapping 2 cards. Draw 2 cards.
Still 1 white.
1 white floating. Draw all the counterspell now. Yeah, I will play another white floating, so 2 white floating. I'll play a Seagate Oracle. Yeah, I can't do it. I found the guy, but I didn't find Ghostly Prison. All right, so yeah, infinite attacks will beat me. Tough game. Good game, well played. As pointed out by Thoralf in game 2, I'm gonna replace 1 card for Godfar's Faithful. Infinite life might actually end up mattering. Don't know too much about this, but let's go for it. Let's trust my opponent, something that she actually never do. Let's go, game 3, I'm on the play. This was a good game. I feel like I had the cards to win. Classic. Blue-white gaming. On the play, 2 lands preordained. Let's keep this end. It's a little bit sketchy, but let's keep this. All right, this is a keep for me.
Oh, I mean, that hand is crazy good, right? We do have 2 Tron pieces, we do have some mana fixing and the Deadly Dispute. So if we draw the 3rd land, I think we're good to go. All right, I see potential in this hand.
All right, I'll start with the Italian Ponder. And I'll bottom both of these cards.
Predestinare.
Predestinare, yes.
Predestinare.
Go.
Draw. I will play a Power Plant and a Chromatic Sphere.
Okay.
And I will
Untap.
go ahead.
Draw. I'll play Island and I'll pass to you.
Draw. Oh, hello. Well, my first plan was actually to play something on turn 2, but now that I have Natural Tron, hashtag trademark, we don't really need to play anything because 2 islands from Andrea kind of display just any counter spell. And I don't want my spells to get countered. I want him to be punished for not using the mana. And then next time when we have 7 mana, we can cast multiple spells. And he kind of has to choose what to counter, and it's going to be much more uncomfortable for him. We'll play an Urza's Mine.
Okay. One of the many.
I think it's just your turn.
I don't have anything to tap. I will play an island.
Is that good or bad?
And I'll play a very sad Evoking Drifter. This is very sad.
That happens.
Only desperation situations here. And I'll pass you.
I will Psyker a Polluted Mire.
Alright, it's also pretty bad.
And then,
Don't power me. No!
I drew the tower last turn, so I didn't need to do anything.
That's okay.
So I also have kind of the feeling that A, I realized you don't have counter spells right now at your disposal.
Mana,
and B, yes, you're also missing a lot of white for the remove 2 artifacts thing. Which, in combination, both of them is very enjoyable, I have to say. So let me see what we can do here. We'll tap my mine for 2 colorless mana because I have Tron. And
okay.
if you have those lands, you can make more mana.
Very good.
Thank you. Actually, so we're gonna
7.
Float 7. Who are we kidding? And then we play a Golem Foundry,
3,
an Altar, this is a counter,
1,
and a Star, this is 2 counters.
Alright, quick, somebody give me a Mystic Gate.
Go.
Untap and draw.
Yes.
That's the card I wanted the most. A basic plains. I'll play a Sunscape Familiar. Then I'll pass to you.
Unfortunately, I can't make a Golem because it costs 3 counters. I kind of do everything, but at the same time, I kind of have nothing because we do have Tron, but we're kind of restricted on the colored manas. And all the cards in my hand that I want to play cost colored mana. So I can set up the Altar and I can set up the Golem Foundry, but I don't have the combo quite yet. But I also don't really have the possibility to get there. So it's still gonna be a long game, even though we have the natural Tron. But I think it's gonna be fine. Don't get me wrong, we're quite a far advanced, but there's still some problems we have to overcome. Let's float 2 and sacrifice this for... Let's try black. Draw. Then let's use the black and does not use the black. We still have a colorless in the black and cast the Retriever.
Resolves.
Okay. Then I actually will use the black and cast the Doors.
Yep, that resolves.
Yeah, I feel like I'm very afraid of this card, so we're gonna take it.
Dust to dust. Bye.
We still have colorless floating. Okay, so
Black.
we'll make a black.
Okay.
Draw. Because of the star. Still, we're kind of really restricted on the colored mana, so I have to get the chromatic star from the graveyard. And here's the point. I actually do think that if Andrea counters the star, we're in really bad spot because then we have actually no source of colored mana and all the colored spells in hand. But the question is Andrea gonna counter the star? Which, if I put my hand face up, he definitely would, but he doesn't know that, so there is actually a decent chance he might be too afraid to use the negate to counter the star, and that's where we're gonna get him. Because then, once the star is off, we get the Death in Dispute and draw more cards to hopefully find the colored mana sources. Then we're gonna sack the Retriever.
2 colorless. Just 2 colorless.
Yeah, we have 2 colorless, and we get back the star.
Yes.
That goes to my hand.
Yes.
Then I'm gonna cast a Spellbomb, which, or you can use this.
1 colorless, so just go to 4. Resolves.
And a star.
Okay, so you empty the mana.
If you want to negate that.
No, you can have it.
Okay.
At the end of the day, I chose to not counter anything because I have to think about my plan first. I have these draw 2 spell that I need to cast in order to get things going. I'm losing this game. Thoralf has Tron, has everything he needs, so I need to find my own plan first. Then, you know, this negate maybe can be used even better later turn. So let's just go for the elimination end of turn and just be more mana efficient.
Then it's your turn.
All right, end of turn. I will convoke this meeting of minds, draw 2 cards.
That's an instant.
Yeah.
In response, I will make 3, cycle star, get a black. I guess because Spell Bomb is kind of cute, we'll make a Golem. Okay. And then sacrifice the Golem from the dispute.
Right.
I still have 1 colorless floating.
Yes. You draw 2 cards.
The Golem runs. I'll draw 2, 1, 2, and get a treasure.
Yes, so the Golem comes and goes. Alright, all good.
And now I have 1 colorless.
Sure.
Which I don't want to use.
Alright, so draw 2 cards.
Yes, please.
Then I take my turn, untap, and draw. Alright, let's go. I'll start with a Godfarer's Faithful, which is sideboarded back in the deck. We'll see if it's gonna worth its slot, but I don't know. And then I'll play an Archaeomancer, gaining a life. If it resolves,
it does resolve.
I would like to target the Dust to Dust in the graveyard.
I think I will forbid that by sacrificing the spell bomb, but not paying for black.
Okay. I'll go Island and pass to you.
I'll draw.
Yes.
I will play another mine and then tap 6.
Okay.
I mean, let's tap 3.
3, okay, colorless.
And cast another altar.
That's fine for me.
Foundry,
no counter.
and add another 2 colorless to cast another altar, going up to 4 counters.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
End of turn, I will tap 3 creatures and draw 2 cards.
That resolves.
Alright, good performance by this card today. Draw 2. End of turn, I will also cycle an Ash Barrens.
Yeah. At that point, we're gonna respond with the dispute. We'll make a token from the Foundry again, sacrifice the token, use the treasure for black. That means we get the treasure back.
Yep,
And
draw 2. I also gained a life with the Godfarer's Faithful. So I'm on 22 because of the Meeting of Minds, and I grab a Plains. Plains in my hand, untap, and draw. Let's begin with a Modern Age. Draw a card. I'll discard a Mortuary Mire. I'll gain a life.
Ooh.
I should remember before resolving the card, but friendly matches, will you let me gain a life?
It's fine. Also, I don't think it matters besides infinite or 0.
No, just for the viewers at home.
Mango forgot a life.
I should have gained 1 life.
Mythic Invitational Super Pro misses a trigger.
Okay, then I will play my Archaeomancer for 3 mana, and I'll bring back the Meeting of Minds. Then I'll cast it immediately for free.
So it's not divination with a 1/2.
Yeah, and I draw 2 cards.
Yes.
Plains and pass the turn. Okay, so here I could have gone Island, Seagate Oracle, and pass the turn with Island up, maybe to dig for a Prohibit. But I think it's better actually to play Plains and pass. When Thoralf duresses me and takes a negate, I can go white, Ephemerate on the Archaeomancer, get back negate, and still negate tap. So this Plains plays around the duress.
Okay. Draw. So here you see Duress actually a very good sideboard card, right? But it does have some downsides because it's not this, I play Duress and it definitely gets countered. We know now that Andrea has slot for 1 counterspell because there's a blue open. But Duress doesn't mean that he actually has to cast a spell. So if he has 2 counterspells and or a counterspell and something that blinks something, right? He doesn't need to have the counterspell mana open because he doesn't use it. So that means Duress is actually not quite favored here because we have to spend 1 of the colored manas, which we're very restricted on, to not get any result that we want. So we have to play another spell that Andrea needs to counter, and then we go into the combo. I will tap 2 to cast an Energy Reflector, which triggers the Foundry.
That resolve, I can't counter that.
Draw a card.
Yeah.
Then I will use the treasure for a black and cast it.
You can choose between these 2. It's funny, in the interview I said exactly this scenario.
I also said it in the interview that Duress is not good against 2 counters. Okay, let's take Ephemerate because that's basically a glorified negate. And then we're gonna make 2 mana, one of them green to cast.
Well, negate cannot counter a retriever, so I think I have to counter that.
Right, that happens. Haha, you fool! You ran into my trap of casting another.
It's okay, you will not find the retriever.
I'll take the retriever. The rest doesn't matter.
So you have infinite already, because you have another retriever there.
So now we have infinite mana, right?
And infinite golems. Infinite counters. That's okay, stop.
Is that it up? I'll draw a card.
Okay. You'll tap any mana?
No.
Actually, of any color because of this as well.
I'll play a blue and a white. Cycle chromatic sphere.
Okay.
Doesn't even matter. Draw, cycle another sphere. Draw, cycle a star. I mean, also doesn't matter. Draw, play a vector, draw. We'll put a counter each time.
Okay, okay.
Just saying. Star, draw. I'm not sure what I want. So I play my land for the turn. I think I just want to be sure, for whatever reason, and sacrifice the second retriever to get a spellbomb.
That's good. That's a strong play.
Put this spellbomb into play. I'll pass the turn.
Yeah, actually, this one also stops my combo. All right, let's go. I'll take a draw, and my chances are very thin right now. Draw for turn. Would have been good last turn. Draw again. I'll discard and there's Chancery. And then I'll go for a Seagate Oracle. But yeah, it costs 2 mana. I gain a life, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, that's it.
Woohoo!
Good game, Thoralf. Strong deck for sure. This is a nice match. All right, Thoralf, congratulations. You once again defeated me. But it was a good match. I think it was very close. I think the viewers enjoyed it.
Yeah, actually, friends, the level of play was really high today. And if you want to see more high-level plays and content of Pauper, of course, with Mango here, write some hearts in the comments for Mango. And hopefully we're going to see you soon.